The big question you need to ask yourself every day is, do I own a job or do I own a business? And unfortunately, the majority of contractors out there own a job. That's right, they're a slave to their own business. But the other side of the fence is so much greener, it's so much better, and that's when you're finally fully in control of your destiny, your freedom, your time. And that's what Contractor Secrets is about. It's about taking back our time, building a business with systems, standards, values, procedures, putting yourself in the driver's seat. And that's what it's about. So I'm excited. I'm happy to have you here. Let's dive into the Contractor Secrets podcast. What's going on, guys? It's Tanner with Trade Thrive. And listen, we're talking about sales processes. We're talking about price matching. This is a week of really just separating what I like to call old beliefs. So I just got off the phone with somebody. She moved from a bigger city near where I live, and she actually had a bigger house than what she has now. How many of us have been in a situation where they are upfront and they tell you, hey, in my last house, I paid this much for the job, essentially saying, hey, if you quote anything higher than this, I'm definitely not going to hire you. Guys, what I like to teach is you maximizing on your opportunities. Some of the people that comment on here, and I get it all the time, it's like, why waste your time? Move on to the next person. Okay, that's one way to do it, but not everyone has the luxury to just be able to, shift lead after lead after lead after lead. I like to maximize and at least do my very best to capitalize on every lead that I have, because it lowers my ad spend, it lowers my marketing costs, and it helps me drive up my closing ratio, guys. That's operating efficiently. So I like to at least dive in. Most people would hear that and just blow off the customer as a cheap deal. I like to educate my customers. I like to build value as to why we're different. So this part of this specific scenario is about renewing beliefs. Okay, so eliminating old beliefs and inputting new beliefs as to why we are worth more than whatever it is that they experienced last time. So I just had a conversation with somebody, and she actually had me Google her old house, okay, because this is just somebody that's trying to save money, and I get it. Everyone wants to save money until they realize that what they're trying to save is not going to be anything close to the value that they're going to get, and we want to again close that gap. So she told me that she paid $2,100 for a house that's bigger than the one that she is wanting painted now. And the first thing I do whenever I hear that, the first thing I ask is, hey, did you have to provide the paint? Oh, no, they provided the paint. Okay, no problem. So did they paint the soffits, the gutters, and the fascia as well? Because what I want to do is at least make sure that the playing field is even for the scope of work. Okay, that's first. Okay. Or yes, actually it was included. So in this specific scenario, the scope of work's the same. The soffits and the fascia were painted. They're providing the paint. I didn't get into the detail of what type of paint. I didn't feel that was necessary because I felt like that would be hard to justify. She's at $2,100 of what she paid before. I'm at $3,700 for what I want for her smaller house now. Same scope of work. Soffits, fascia, gutters, house. Done deal. Okay, it's not too much smaller, but it is smaller. So again, that's not working in my favor to get her to pay this much. But here's the kicker, guys. This is where we dove in a little bit deeper. I said, okay, no problem. And a lot of you guys would just kind of cop out here and just be like, okay, well, I was just sending you an estimate and you can accept it or whatever. No, I want to educate, because this is where we find out why that price was what it is. Because I know for a fact if I took the job for that price, I wouldn't be in business. So I had to understand what it was. So I was like, could you tell me about the process? Oh, well, now we started getting into the meat and potatoes. She said it was someone that was managing a halfway house. It was two guys. The one guy did all the work by himself while the other guy sat in the truck. Okay, so it was one of these crazy scenarios of just, low ballers, I would say just not good workmanship. I mean, it was one of those scenarios. Maybe the paint job came out decent, but the process and the standards of which, were invested in this paint job were subpar, right? So I'm listening to her say this, and she was just starting to actually tell me the frustrations that she started having about how, the job took so long. And right now I'm picking up pieces, okay? I'm saying, okay, cool. Now it's time for me to eliminate that old belief as to what that price point was. And now it's time for me to insert the new belief as to why she should pay more for us. And here's how I did it, guys. Real simple, okay? So essentially I started going back to my back back end value, guys. We talk about this. I've talked about it this week. It's about highlighting the processes, the systems, and the standards that you have in your business to ensure a quality result that is done by the book, guys. If you look for, this lady seems to have high standards at the houses she chooses, but we want to make sure that she knows that if she hires us, that we're going to protect her investment, and not only that, create a great experience. So here's what I did. So hey, all right, listen, I know that it might have been convenient at that time to pay a price like that, but hopefully at this point you realize that the result you got was in direct relation to the price you paid. Let me tell you why we're completely different and why we're going to be way more than that, but worth way more than that experience. So I first started with, the first thing is we work with bigger teams. So it won't just be 1 or 2 guys painting, it'll be 4 or 5 guys painting. We have systems, processes, and standards in place to make sure that you pick the perfect colors, to make sure that the project goes smooth, that it's on time, that all of our team shows up on time, to make sure that me and you are in direct communication, that you are 100% satisfied with this product. There's a lot of prep work involved. Then we started getting into what the process is and the process entails, and then what it is that separates us from that old experience, guys. Value, you can't see it, but what it does is it creates a picture, and the picture is this company is worth paying more because I am going to get this type of experience. I'm not going to deal with the pain of the previous experience, which yes, I did pay less for that experience, but it was a painful experience. If I pay more, I'm going to have a pleasurable experience, guys. People pay more for pleasurable experiences. We want to showcase what that experience is going to be like and how great of an experience it's going to be. And I said, last but not least, all of our guys are W-2 employees. And you know what? To be honest with you, in order to keep good quality workers, you have to pay them well. And that is why our price is what it is. Wouldn't you agree? And then she said, yeah, that makes sense. So, I kind of extracted what the painful experience was. It was low quality workers, kind of just what we like to call in the painting business, chucks and trucks, right? And then I made sure to bring that back as my last value point of, hey, listen, in order to keep quality workers, you have to pay them well. That is what our price, that is why our price is what it is. So I'm going to send you this proposal. It's going to be way more than what you paid for before, but the experience is going to be 100 times better. Guys, that is how you build value. Now, I'll update you guys on this. I'm not sure if she's going to hire me. This is one of those, I actually just jumped on here because I wanted to get it all out to you. But I can guarantee that this is an opportunity that has a way better chance of closing than if I kind of just, got a little upset that she paid $2,100 for this house and I'm pricing it at $37 and kind of just sent her the quote and said, all right, well, let me know if you want to go with us, guys. Okay, so I'm increasing that. Now, it may not work with this lady, but if I do this for every single person, the numbers, guys, the ratios, okay, and the averages are going to be through the roof. And that's why my company is as successful as it is. We capitalize on everyone. And it's not that hard, guys. It's just building value, asking the right questions. This is what's taught in the Painting Business Sales Academy, guys. I haven't really been pushing that. It's organically grown. A lot of people are jumping in it. If you're interested in joining the Painting Business Sales Academy, guys, where I teach how to do it, the right questions to ask, guys, sellpaintjobs.com/PBSA. That is the active link right now. Head over there, guys. You can get it for a sweet deal, and it'll help you with this stuff, guys. It's a course that'll probably take you 3 hours total to complete, but those 3 hours are going to be an investment to help you learn the right questions to ask. And if you can't find the link, just send me a DM or find me somewhere, somehow, and I'll send you a message with the link and the discount code to help you. Thanks, guys, for watching. My name is Tanner with Trade Thrive. If you haven't done so already, head over to sellpaintjobs.com. Get the Painting Business Sales Calculator, guys. It's a great tool to help you profitably price your jobs, understand your margins, and, of course, negotiate. Hey, I just want to take a second to thank you for joining me here on the Contractor Secrets podcast. I'm just going to take this opportunity to let you know that my passion is coaching people, helping people. I've changed my Instagram name to @ContractorCoach, and I did that because that is my passion. I want to help you, so please reach out to me. If you have an issue going on in your business, send me an email, find me on Instagram, message me, and let's do a breakthrough session. I want to work through your problems in your business to help you get to that next level. And one thing that I always say is this, the difference between those that get over the humps and the hurdles in business is just a change in perspective. And that's what I plan to offer you. So get with me, message me, allow me to help you take your business to the next level.